Hey gang, Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. So, what do we have today? We've got a relatively short video on how to whip up a pretty delicious snack. It's easy and versatile. So, we're going to do that right after we roll the intro. But first, of course, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking your time to watch my videos. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. If you think you have, double check to make sure. The way you can really help is by sharing this video with somebody else you think might find it useful. And you might want to consider becoming a member of the tribe. There'll be a QR code over here that you can click on or in the video description down below. You can join for as little as 99 cents a month, and it helps to support the channel and the stuff that I'm creating that I hope you're enjoying. All right, without further ado, thank you so much to my channel members and to you for being here. Roll the intro and let's get this done.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
Almonds make a great snack and they're really good for you, but I don't really like plain almonds, so we're going to roast some. So I'm going to take some olive oil, probably, I don't know, a little less than a tablespoon, I'm sure. And this time I'm going to try hatch green chili powder, make them a little spicy. Oop, maybe a little more spicy than I wanted, and some salt. And then all you do is close up the Ziploc bag and shake them up. So let me do that. And from there, I'm dumping them into a parchment paper lining my silicone basket for my Instant Pot. It is an Instant Pot actually. Instant Pot air fryer. There's a little more olive oil than we really needed, but oh well. And then I like them extra salty, so I'm going to add some more salt. And get the salt back open. And that may look like a lot of salt, but it doesn't all stick on there, so it's not as much as it seems. I'm hitting cancel because it took me a minute to do this. And then we're going to do air fry and start. And add our tray, which again is going to take 2 hands. So we're going to just pop this in for 8 minutes at 395 this time. You can do 395, 400, whatever. Check them after about 6 minutes, see how they are. Every air fryer is a little bit different. But the idea is that you want them roasted and you want it to be kind of like crunchy because, I don't know, natural almonds, unroasted and unsalted, yeah, they just don't taste that good to me. But these sure do. Okay, I actually ran these for a total of 9 minutes. So see, that one's kind of brownish, you can tell, instead of white. And I've got it sitting on my little wire rack right here. Let's see if I can taste one without burning myself. Questionable, nope. Sure can't. As I said, I got a little more oil on there than I typically would have if I'd been using 2 hands and not trying to film. So this is no measuring. In fact, the way that I chose the quantity of almonds to use was I first put them in the parchment paper and then dumped them into the plastic bag. Because I wanted as many as I could get in there, first of all, so I don't have to do it as often. And secondly, so that the parchment paper doesn't fold over from the airflow and lay on top of the almonds. All right, let's see, how about now? I'm getting just a hint of the green chili, which is good. I didn't want them to be super spicy. But I think next time I might add just a little bit more. Yummy! So I'm going to let them cool completely. And then I'll put them in an airtight jar. And that'll probably last me about maybe a week. Maybe less. We'll see. But, you know, this is the thing, guys. It's the demonstration of how easy is it to make things that many people would otherwise just purchase already made, full of additives and stuff that you don't really need. I know exactly what went into this recipe. And now so do you. Well, I have discovered that I am really loving, can you see him back there? Right behind me. Oops, wrong way. Let's try this way. He laid back down. He doesn't really want to be on camera today, do you? Um, I have been loving having the roasted almonds around, and I've been doing a whole bunch of different flavors. You can do them sweet, you can do them salty, you can do them sweet and salty. Most of the salt falls off, so I use a lot of salt. But some of the flavors that I do are hatch green chili. You can do like cayenne pepper. You can do cinnamon, like a cinnamon with a little bit of maple syrup. That's pretty good. Um, so what I have developed ongoing as my basic method of preparing this, same thing. I measure out the almonds into the air fryer container because that's how I know how many to use. In the Ziploc bag, I go ahead and put a little oil in first and then whatever seasonings I'm using so that, if I'm using other dry seasonings, I can get them to kind of dissolve into the oil so that they stick to the almonds better. If I'm using honey, I'll put that in and I just kind of massage the bag to get everything incorporated together. Then dump the almonds in and then put them into the air fryer tray. And that seems to be working really, really well. You have to be careful when you're using sweet things like honey or maple syrup um, because they can scorch. So don't use a whole lot if you're going for something sweet. And the other thing you want to do is let them cool completely before you store them in a jar, especially if you're doing sweet, because that helps to keep them crisp and crunchy instead of when they first come out of the air fryer, they're not crunchy. When they're still hot, they're not crunchy. You want to let them cool down completely and then they're crunchy and really delicious. So, hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.